escrow officers, okay? We typically use either Kathleen LaMarche, Brad, or Laura Moran. Okay, we can use anyone that you want here, okay, you know. But they try to divvy them up from offices. Like
Even Jamie
is in Green Valley. I don't want to go to Green Valley to sign my client.
True.
You know, I want to go here or the Northwest, okay? Or it's actually not here, it would be Russell Road or Northwest, okay? But that's all their information, so you guys have all that, okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, that'd be great. I think there's 150 subscribers now, which is good. So please go to YouTube, search Realty One Group Summerlin, like, subscribe, and that's where everything's gonna be posted, regarding our meetings and things
Is that
like
Realty One Group, the whole?
Just us.
Oh, okay.
Just us, yeah. That's Rev Up, our groups is kind of quick. All right, do we all know who this gal is over here?
Wendy!
There she is, Wendy Shelley. There, come on.
Okay, so a couple of things. Yesterday, there was like 3 or 4 of us that got, I guess they're an offer on our listings, but they're from HCO Residential LLC. Most of it's not even filled out, but it's like an owner will carry. The price was $329. They want the seller to carry $293,000, and then for 30 years, they're going to pay you $1,000 a month, and $500 of it's going to go to the mortgage. They'll never get it paid off, but I tried to call, ask, they don't call back, you know, so everybody's just rejecting them, but just know, I mean, there was 3 or 4 of us that got them all yesterday morning, so it's coming through. It's really weird, but I don't know, we're all looking at it like, what does this even mean? But like I said, most of it's not even filled out, so I don't, just watch, it's coming through.
If you have a listing, you get an offer that's different than the normal RPA, FHA, VA, come see one of us, so you don't spin your wheels and waste your time.
And you don't want to get your sellers into something, like if your sellers want to sell it, and then they're like, oh, they're going to carry it, and then and you don't really know what it is, and then now your seller's stuck with something like that, that's just not very desirable. So just bring it to our attention, because we all got hit with it yesterday. But okay, on to other news. So we have our rev-ups, which are Wednesdays and Fridays for the newer agents. And then I've been doing my Wednesdays with Wendy, which were for everybody, but they were more geared toward the basic stuff. So come 2024, we're changing it up, and we're gonna move the Wednesdays with Wendy to Mentee Mondays. And it's like 10 modules, I think. So the newer agents will have Mentee Mondays, probably in the afternoon, and then they'll have Wednesdays and Fridays for Rev Up. Once they finish that, we're gonna do Wednesday workshops for everyone. ChatGPT, AI, social media, videos, like everything that all of us seasoned agents or newer agents that have graduated off of the training classes, so we can start incorporating that. Because I think we're all, as being with Realty One for 15 years, I'm kind of like, okay, so every once in a while we'll have a CE class and stuff, but I wanted more. And I thought, you know what, I think a lot of us agents that have been in the business and might not have a ton to do, but we want to build our social media and whatnot, I thought a weekly class would be ideal. We're opening it to all 4 offices. We're also going to do one calendar you can get it on Facebook and whatnot. This will be printed and put out there. But every day it's going to tell you what's going on between the 4 offices and which office is at, and it's going to be printed for the whole month. So then that way you guys can plan your month or your week, and I want to go Green Valley, I want to go here. So we're trying to make it a one-stop shop, so you guys are not clicking on all these different Facebooks to figure out what's going on. All of the classes are going to be open to all of you at every office. And then also we're working with Justin. He's now agreed to come in for sure 1 Wednesday a month, but possibly 2 Wednesdays a month, and give us a class on something. So his first one is going to be December 6th, and he is doing, no, wait a minute. December 3rd is the first Wednesday? I don't know, I have it on the calendar. Yeah, so, no, not December, January 3rd, yes, sorry, January. Starting January, he's gonna come in that first Wednesday, and he's gonna do, what did I tell you?
Online presence or ChatGPT?
No, your Google profile. Sorry, this has changed so many times. So everybody's gonna work on their Google profile, because I know if you were like me trying to get that postcard sent to you, and I'm like, I didn't get it, and it was just a rigmarole trying to get it set. So he's going to come in and walk us through how to do that. And then the 3rd Wednesday, I believe he's coming in, and we're going to work on OneSuite. your website, and your CRM. And he's gonna teach us how to start a drip campaign. He's gonna walk us through it. So any class we have, any of these Wednesday workshops with Justin, you're gonna wanna bring your computer and come in and sit down, and he's going to walk us through it, because we're all learning, and then we're leaving, and then we're not implementing it. So he's gonna be,
What time more do you want?
we're working on that, but that, again, that'll be announced for the January stuff. We're just trying to figure out what time works best for everybody. So twice a month, and then, the other 2 Wednesdays of the month, we'll either have another speaker, or I'll come in and we'll talk about, do a workshop on AI or ChatGPT or whatever it is that you guys are wanting. So if there's a topic that you guys want, you're not the only one, so just email it to me so I can get it set up to what all of our agents are actually wanting to learn about. And then, I think that's pretty much it. There's not gonna be a Wednesday with Wendy next week, because there's a lot of agents going down to the LVR for some matrix classes and whatnot. But we are going to have the following week, on the 13th, Tim Sams is coming in, December 13th, and he's gonna kind of show us all of the, ways we can jumpstart our business for 2024. So we can start implementing things, and then we'll have our workshops and all of that. But we're really trying to gear up everybody. Anything that you guys can incorporate into your businesses. So again, if there's any topic that you guys want to specifically learn about, please let me know so we can just start putting that on the calendar. All right, any questions?
And the good thing about the Wednesday classes, do you remember when Janet and Carol and Fred and Kathy did their training up here a few times? I think you guys really like that, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. They didn't volunteer yet, but they will. Janet and Carol and Fred will participate in those Wednesday classes too. Okay, so like the PowerPoint Janet did about staging a house, before and after. How cool was that, right? Oh my God.
Very
Okay?
nice.
And not that you don't want to hear from me and Wendy, or me, Wendy, Suzanne, and Maria, and Amy. It's nice to hear from somebody else too. So they volunteered just now, just so you know. And Carol's smiling. That's a smiling girl.
But also, we are still doing our Thursday junior masterminds, and that's usually today, right after the meeting, where all of us, new and seasoned agents, everybody just comes together and we collaborate on certain topics and whatnot. Partner up, go view homes, go make videos. But the more the merrier, everybody's invited to that. You just come in after the meeting, it starts at 11 o'clock. So we're gonna continue that on through the new year as well. All right, I think.
Everyone, thank you. I'm gonna get this before we get too late. Does everybody pick this up front, the buyer broker agreement? Okay?
Yes.
There's a bunch of copies up front. I don't know if it's gonna be mandatory, but it might be. Come January, you're gonna have to have your buyer sign this.
Wow.
Okay? Just like,
Good.
and think about it. If you take a listing, you wouldn't take a listing without a contract or a listing
Right.
agreement.
Yes.
So just reverse it the same thing with a buyer. Now,
It
is it,
should be mandatory for every company, not for.
well, that's a legal thing. That's the Nevada legislature having to put that in, and that, and maybe it will be, but it's a company by company thing. LVR can't tell us to do it, or anybody can tell us to do it, but that might be something we're gonna do. And it's to protect you, okay? But being transparent, in 15 years, guess how many of these I've used? Come on,
0.
zero. Never used it. Remax, they didn't believe in it. Tim, if you meet Janice Spellman, you show her a few houses, and then 3 weeks go by, she disappears and ghosts you, obviously she doesn't like you anymore, or you mess things up and move on. And I thought that was okay. Just they don't like me anymore, maybe I don't like her, and life goes on, okay?
In my 23 years career, only one buyer signed it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a mindset thing here that we're gonna have to shift.
But it doesn't qualify for the new builds.
Who cares? Okay.
But it could help you.
To show up to the new build, Well, it will qualify if they go in there, but then you gotta sue the buyer, and that's what we don't want to happen, okay? But me and Mark and all the managers are doing lots of training between now and the end of the year on this. Does anybody have their ABR designation? Janet does, right? You do? Carol? Okay. We might even be taking that as managers, because we're told that's a really good class that talks about dealing with buyers, okay? We all think we know what we're doing, and we do, but this is gonna be really important. And your ability to explain this in a nice, easygoing way, not making it like you're beating up the buyer for money is gonna be important, okay? Because most buyers are gonna see this and say, holy shit, what is this? What are you putting in front of me here, So if you haven't read this, I would take it home over the holidays and read it over and over and over and over again. Get used to it, okay? It's gonna be like the RPA. Just like you know the RPA, like the back of your hand, you're gonna have to know this like the back of your hand, okay? Have you guys, the experienced agents in here, I don't know, Steffi left, or Janet, Marg, have you guys ever used it?
I have,
Have you?
not very often.
No, Michelle? Like now? Or
I
1994?
haven't, well,
Okay.
when I was in another brokerage, I did, and it was just because they talked about it a lot.
Did they?
And, yeah, I did it, it was not a big deal.
Okay, okay. I mean, I've talked to agents that are good friends of mine, and they would do this, and I think the most important part is the beginning where it has the time frame, okay?
Right.
You could meet someone on a Friday, they come in the office, show them houses over the weekend, and it's only good for 3 days. That's all it's good for. It's
No,
not good forever.
sign for a year.
Okay, I'm not signing for a year.
Why not?
Then, because I don't want it, because she's gonna make me sign for 3 days, so I'm going to her, okay? This is where you have to use your common sense,
Then go
okay?
to her.
Okay? After those 3 days, if everything goes well, Carrie, then we might extend it for a week or a month or 30 days, or whatever, okay? But no one's gonna sign this for a year. You know, they shouldn't, okay? I mean, it's just it's a headache
not?
waiting to happen, okay? So it doesn't have to be this long, drawn out relationship. It could be 3 days, 4 days, a week, whatever you want it to be. One agent told me he did it for 1 day. He didn't trust the guy. He didn't trust him at all, but he made him sign it before he showed him the house, okay? Because he was afraid he would call the listing agent after he saw the house.
Oh, yeah.
So, Janet?
I use the analogy of, I don't take on that many buyers, because buyers are time consuming, and I can give you 100% of my attention, but it's like going steady. I expect you to stick with me during this time period, and you're not gonna cheat on me. And that's kind of the way, and I'm gonna give you everything I've got, to get you what you want and find what you want. But that's kind of the way I used it, and I kind of made it humorous, and they were like, oh, okay, no problem, and it was okay, I didn't, but I don't make it for long periods either,
No.
because then, of course, they're not gonna.
Yeah, and then you have to get in the habit, if you don't already do it, when you meet a buyer, maybe not the first question, but in that initial couple of minutes, so are you working with another realtor? Yeah, the guy KW. Oh, okay, who? Whoever the name might be. Did he show you any houses? Yeah, he showed me a couple houses, okay. Did you sign anything with him? And when they say, well, I'm not really sure, I might have, they did. They signed something. They're just trying to backtrack and wiggle out of it and looking for you to tell them how they can get out of it, okay? And ask them for a copy of it. See how long it's for, okay? Because you don't want to, like Janet said, buyers will beat you up. They'll burn your gas till the cows come home. You need to establish all that stuff up in the beginning. So, and you might say, look, okay, you're in agreement with the KW agent till the end of February. I wish you best luck. I'll keep in touch. If you don't find anything, I'll give you a call March 1st. Something like that.
So,
right?
in page 3 of 4, there is item 20.
Item
It's
20.
Default.
Huh?
So what do you typically would fill in, like if the transaction is prevented by the buyers, and with the consent of the buyers, the total compensation showed immediately, do you put something in there?
Yeah, I mean, you could, in other words, what that is that if they do go to KB
Yeah.
and they buy a house, that means you're gonna sue them for that $15,000 commission. I've never seen an agent sue a buyer. I think it would be a very bad look if they did, even though they have the right to. The buyer said you're gonna pay me. But can you see that on TV? Realty One agent sues first-time home buyer for commission. Oh my God, yeah, we'll be picketing out in front, So I've never seen an agent enforce this. I'm sure they have. I mean, on big cases, $1 million, multi-million-dollar properties, I'm sure they would hire an attorney if there's a $100,000 commission involved. But our commission's probably not,
So
okay?
you would leave that blank?
No, I think we'd put 30 days in there.
30
okay?
days,
I think,
okay.
yeah. We might even create our own buyer broker agreement, from Realty One.
That'd
This
be
is the
good.
standard one at
Oh,
LVR.
yes.
So we might use 90% of this and just put our own little twist in there.
I think in the past, personally, I use that so that I would keep my buyer, right, the loyalty, but moving forward now, we're gonna have to address the fact that we may end up paying our commission, some of our commission,
Sure.
as time goes forward
Sure.
with that.
Yeah, it all depends on again, if you're not showing value to that buyer, they're not gonna pay anything. If they think you're just opening up the door, why, you're not earning that money. So this is where you have to take some classes. We'll try to do as many as we can here. You have to, like this ABR designation is a really good one, okay? If you really wanna be a really good buyer's agent, to consider taking that. I think it's 2 days. We got a special price down at Key for $185 for 2 days.
I think at LVR, you can petition to get a class paid for you.
Yeah, LVR has a
Yeah.
scholarship.
Yeah.
You can, if you're really nice, and you go down there with some regularity, like if they've never seen you in 5 years, that's not a good look, okay? But if you're on a committee or two, I can give you the name of the scholarship gal, and you can send her an email. Hey, Krista, Tim Kelly told me to give you a call, I'm thinking about getting my ABR designation, he told me about the scholarships that you have down there at LVR. I'd like some more information. 99% of the time, she's gonna give you the money. She will, that's her job. But if you have been a member for 5 years and never showed your face down at LVR, I'm not saying they wouldn't give it to you, but they would like a little participation from you down there, okay?
And it's fun down there. They feed you and it's
I don't know if I go with fun.
I'm
but
always,
it's,
I go
no.
down there. I
No,
go
it
down.
is, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's nice people, you get to meet different agents, okay? So keep an eye out for the buyer broker agreement. Real quick before we go, there's some more numbers in here. Inventory has gone up, it's the first time, go ahead.
So that ABR designation process is the association?
Well, they do it there, and I mean, it's all over town, you can find it. But there's one Monday and Tuesday down at Key. Jimmy Daig is the instructor. We all know Jimmy, if you've been
Yep.
around for a while.
Monday,
Yep.
Jimmy's a good instructor. So Mark's going, I think I'm gonna try to go too, so. But LVR does them also. LVR does all the designations, okay?
Tim, are we gonna go in detail, because I got some questions.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna tear that baby apart. Yeah, not today, take a breath, okay? But if you need
Yeah,
information on it now for a buyer, come see us.
Okay.
And then we'll show you what to do.
thank you.
Rob, no? You, no? Good thought? No? Okay. So here's the latest numbers. We finally broke 6,000 homes total. It was 5,000 forever, so we have 6,100 total. The price is amazing. The prices aren't going down, okay? Even though inventory is well, let's see. Last November, we had 7,300 single-family homes. Today, we have 4,200. So it's like half of the amount of homes on the market. But prices are still staying the same, which is kind of cool, okay? It's about a month on the market, okay? Everyone knows, did you get the email that you love opening from LVR about what's due in January? Yay!
Dues.
Okay? Get on the monthly plan. Okay? Call down there and say, I want to get on the Smart Pay monthly, it's
I think it's-
121 I pay.
$121 a month.
Yep.
Then you don't have to worry about this $600, $700 bill right after Christmas anymore.
And then
Okay?
the E&O is coming up after
You
that.
know, yeah, then we have our E&O coming up in February. So at the beginning of the year, there's some expenses you're gonna incur, okay? And we think even probably nationwide, because of these lawsuits, a lot of realtors are gonna get out of the business.
Mm-hmm. They already
Okay.
have.
Maybe that's a good thing. I
Yeah.
hate to say it. You know? None of you, of course. You guys are staying forever. You're stuck with it.
We're staying.
You're stuck with it.
We're
Okay?
staying.
But, you know, those of us that have been doing this for a long time, a lot of times when we do a deal, we're doing the whole deal. The other agent is a waste of time. They're just there. You know, they're not doing anything. They're making it worse sometimes, okay? So maybe that's good to kind of get them out. Susan, before I forget, who won the bag? The swag bag worth $7,000.
Number 17,
Anna Mary?
Mary.
Anna Mary, woo, yes, you won. Yes, Amy has a little bag for you, a whole bunch of good stuff in there for you, okay? Anything on anybody's mind, any thoughts, any questions? Nora, go baby, go.
I have a gift for everybody. Nice. So, let me just, okay, so I have a gift for everybody.
Okay.
This is for realtors only. Hi, everybody. So, I know with the market sort of constricting and, you know, a lot of companies have laid off and did, you know, workforce reductions. We've done the opposite. We have a realtor-only phone line for you. It's a concierge, and it's strictly for you. It's manned from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time, and it's a U.S. team. And so if you can't get a hold of me, this team is there to help you with anything, service claims, orders, whatever it is. It's just an additional layer of support for you. This number, right now it's a little quiet, but I'm gonna promise you, in July, you're gonna be asking, where's that number? So if you wanna put this in your phone, it's a realtor-only concierge. It's 844-968-4220.
Nora's gonna send that to Suzanne.
Yes, I'm gonna send it to Suzanne
put it on
and get
Facebook.
posted, but
Yeah.
I just really wanted you to know what this number was, that it's there, share it with your Realtor friends. Again, it's for you only, it's an added layer of support on top of myself. And like I said, it's a little quiet right now, but come July,
So is that a number we can give to our clients if they have
No,
questions?
no. This is for you only, Realtors only, okay? For you only. I'm always happy, you can always give your clients my number, give your clients my number, but this number is really just for you.
Wow.
It's your concierge, so.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll pass that over to Suzanne to post, and, like I said, just whatever you need, let me know.
Excellent,
Great,
excellent.
thank you.
All right, thank you, Laura. All right, gang, and like I said, Summit 2022? 23. I don't know what year that is.
23.
It is 23, right?
You're gonna have this next
I
year?
showed you guys this in the beginning. That's me and Kathy at the summit last year.
Oh.
We all know what happened to Kath, or if you came in a little late, you know what happened anyway, so, so we're gonna miss her every day. We really are. I know there's gonna be a GoFundMe page that's been talked about, so if you wanna throw in a couple of bucks, $1 here, $5 there, you know, and the money's gonna be used, I think, for kids that wanna get into karate and pay for them to go through the whole, you know, pay for the dojo, pay for their equipment, pay for, you know, the gi, everything that they have. So, and what's cool about that, I don't think it's really that expensive when you first get into karate. You know, so we get a couple of grand, we could probably get 8 or 10 kids, free scholarships to the instructor that Kathy had been with for a long time, Jeff Speakman, okay?
Cost her her name, right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah, it will be her name, right, yeah, absolutely.
So young.
All right, gang, that's all I got for you. Anybody else have anything you want to share, good or bad? No, everybody's all right? I know, it is what it is. But please, sign up for the Christmas party, sign up for the summit.
Do we have any update on the
Oh,
lawsuit?
well, not really. We lost. Okay?
But
We
do-
lost. What's gonna happen now, though, there's gonna be lots and lots of, you know, copycat lawsuits.
Yeah, that was Missouri.
But so is NAR expected to settle or to appeal it? Because I've heard both.
They're gonna appeal it, I think.
They said, I read that association.
Yeah, I think they're gonna appeal it.
And if they appeal, they'll,
You know, no, who knows?
Yeah,
But
right.
the-
Okay.
But how many of you had a client ask you about the lawsuit?
none, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
one, two,
everybody-
okay, good.
everybody
Yeah,
asked.
Yeah,
They
you got
had
smart,
no
you got smart
idea.
clients.
No idea.
The rest of us don't have smart clients. No one's brought it up, okay? I've signed 20 listing agreements, they're all normal amounts of fees. Okay?
Yep.
Is that gonna change? Yes. To what extent, we don't know, okay?
And it'll take a couple of years, won't
I
it?
mean, they're gonna, if they appeal it, that could drag on for 18 months, 24 months, okay? During that time, they could settle it, okay? But I know it's gonna happen in other states, it's happening already. They're expecting literally thousands of copycat lawsuits. So when you see Glenn Lerner up on the board, did you buy or sell a house with Realty One Group, KW, or M&S in the last 4 years? Give me a call.
Yep,
That's coming.
yep.
It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. Okay?
And Realty One isn't gonna do a settlement at this time?
Well, we're not involved. We're not involved in this at all.
Sued.
No. Now, someone
No.
could sue us, okay, but we were not named in the lawsuit. Only the 4 big ones, okay? But I think if I'm a smart lawyer, okay, we got the 4 big ones with the really deep pockets. Who are the next ones with deep pockets but not quite as deep? Do the math, you know,
Right.
what other brokerage firms have hundreds or maybe thousands of agents? Us.
How many agents do we have here in Sunday?
1,600 and change. Well,
1,600?
we have
600.
530 here, right, 1,600 and change in the company, so, but don't, I think just work as normal, the best that you can, okay? As this thing changes, we'll have some more advice on what to do, what not to do, but if you're a buyer's agent, you gotta get really good, that's what I'm saying. If the last 2 years you did 9 deals and 8 of them were buyers, you gotta get really good at working with buyers, okay? Because they're gonna shop around, okay? They're gonna shop around for a buyer's agent, okay? A lot of sellers don't necessarily shop around for listing agents. You know, the first or second one that shows up at the house usually gets the listing, okay? But buyer's agents, they could just click on Zillow and holy shit, there's agents everywhere, okay? So you really have to have your value proposition, what you're gonna bring to the table for them, or why would they deal with you, okay? Because they might be paying some of your commission in the future, okay? But if you go on YouTube and you Google this guy, He's a realtor, used to work for Remax. I knew him years ago. He's in Alabama. He's done more videos on the lawsuit in the last, since it settled than anyone I know. And he's really cool. A little nutty, but he has good stuff. He has really good content, okay? As well as I would Google these guys too. NAR has a YouTube channel, Ferry, Tom Ferry, Brian, they all have YouTube channels, and they all comment on this stuff, okay? And it's good to get other people's perspective. And I would also go to inman.com, INMAN.com.
Yeah, but you have to pay.
Every day, it's not always paid.
No.
You know, and they usually have lots of updates on the lawsuit too, okay, or articles that are happening, okay?
Okay.
Wendy, anything else I miss? Suzanne, Maria, did I miss anything? We're all good? Sure? Don't lie to me. Everybody else good for now? All right, gang, thank you all for coming. It's a great day.
Thank you.